Son, I watched a guy do 50 push-ups. Dad, can you do that? Dad, of course. Not to brag, but I could probably watch someone do 100 push-ups. When you accidentally laugh at your dad raging thinking he was sneezing. Chuckles. I'm in danger. Dad, why do kids at school say all Asians look alike? I don't know kid, but I'm not your dad. I'm your next door neighbor, Mr. Lee. My dad trying to make me feel better about my dead goldfish. They may yet be alive. Dad wins full custody of son, 4, after child's mother allegedly tried to raise him non-binary. A daycare dad cut me off in the parking lot, so I went early yesterday and taught his kid how to ride a bike. You can never get that back. Me, what drink ya got there? 10, a smoothie I made. Me, oh, what's in it? 10, pears, juice, peanut butter, milk, cereal, and heat sauce. Me, and you won't eat a tomato. When dad organized a K-pop party, but doesn't know which career. POV, when my dad answers a random phone call and replies yes I'm his father. Now my brain starts hitting the mistakes I did from the beginning. Me as a kid, looking through the window and watching my imaginary hero doing parkour. My dad horrified at the man chasing our car going 90 miles per hour. I recently caught my dad blasting rope to this wretched lizard hole from Rango, 2011, and he told me it was perfectly natural under the circumstances, whatever the duck that means. Me begging my squidnapper to tell my dad that I was squidnapped at school gate, not a bar. Saw this and thought of you lol. Growing up, you thought your dad was always passed off for no reason. Now look at you. Always passed off junior. How your dad looks at you when you tell him you don't know his Gmail password. A YouTuber challenged his 69-year-old dad to beat Dark Souls to try and convince him video games aren't a waste of time. His dad beat it 9 months later and claimed it's thrilling in a way I'd never experienced before. Now he's hooked and is already playing Elden Ring. My dad just sent me this to prove he has hair. Are ya winning, son? Yes, dad, I am. Daughter teaches dad how to take selfies. This is what happens. Dad after finally fixing the car. Me exhausted from getting yelled at about the flashlight. Mom found a note my dad wrote before Alzheimer's took his ability to communicate. PS. I forget a lot of things, but I never forget how wonderful you are. Love, Joseph. POV. You're autistic, and so is your dad. How my kid. I made a new friend today and ate meatballs and broccoli for dinner. Lol. Cafeteria or out? Cafeteria. It was mid. I'm watching something called The Last of Us. The girl who stars has a round face like you. Love and miss my kid. I hope you sleep well, and tomorrow is fun. When you open your dad's photo gallery. When your father came into your room, but you're actually studying. How your dad looks at you when you tell him you don't know his Gmail password. When dad stages a family photo. Please do not kick balls against fence. My dad fixing the car. 7-year-old me holding the flashlight being an important part of the team. How I imagine my father when he was a child. I just saw a dad get out of the car with his 2 young boys and he yells who can go hug mom the fastest and all of them start running toward their house. That's the kind of future I want. Reminds me of a time when my dad told my sister and I, whoever can run and get me a beer the fastest is the kid I'm keeping. I sure do miss my sister sometimes. Changed no to hell yeah in my dad's phone. Can I throw a party this weekend? Don't you need friends to throw a party? Asian kid when they are just doing their usual work and see their dad walks in. A man followed a girl into the bathroom, stating he identified as a woman. The man's teeth were knocked out by the girl's father, who identifies as the tooth fairy. The purest love in the world is the one between grumpy dads and the pet they said they didn't want. Thought I was meowing back to my cat for the past hour, but it turns out it was just me and my dad meowing at each other from different rooms in the house. Dad, they doing over there? Dad's when you turn the car light on for a millisecond. Do you want to explode? Got any fatherly advice for me? Buy shares and take loans against it. And enjoy tax-free life. My dad just called and said, I see you. Last one to Papa's Pizza loses. He's going 90 in a 55. Gets pulled over. I'm dying because he's gonna get a ticket. And I'm gonna win. Next thing I know, this man flies by me and is getting a police escort to Papa's Pizza. I'm so done. Me being able to lift something my dad can't. Your old man's getting older, son. Not my mom telling me she still talks to my ex because I still talk to her ex. Ma'am, that's my dad. Me watching my kids search the chocolates which I already ate last night. Dad clearing his throat at 6 AM. My alarm clock. Father just gave me a get better soon card. That was nice of him. I'm not even sick. He just thinks I could do better. Oh. Hey dad, can you text me why is the FBI here? I'm using it for a meme. You're adopted. Oh. My dad has been keeping track of the number of compliments he's been getting on the cologne I bought him from Sephora. My dad's been obsessed with my red light mask since I showed him my skincare routine. He wears it while grilling so he can multitask. I love you, Dad, guy. To my son, wherever your journey in life may take you, I pray that you will always be safe, enjoy the ride, and never forget your way back home. I can't promise to be here for the rest of your life, but I can promise to love you for the rest of mine. Love you, Dad. Being a dad is mostly about being grumpy and knowing things. Dad is typing. Dad is typing. Dad is typing. Dad. Just a father and his son wearing matching socks. You know what really grinds my gears? Movies where the dad is the bad guy because he works all the time while his wife stays at home. Professional tennis player. You think you're better than me. My overweight dad screaming at the TV. I'm better than you. 33% of your job as a dad is staring at your kids like this until they act right. My dad coming into my room at 3 in the morning after I muttered in my sleep, Roger Roger. My father saw me growing my hair. Shame on you, boy. His picture in his youth. My alcoholic dad when the police come knocking on the door. Big smile. Like you mean it. Told my mom about something very serious and told her not to tell dad. She told my dad and then told him not to tell me, and my dad called me and told me he knows and told me not to tell mom. So basically all three of us know but can't tell each other. It's so ugly. My farmer dad. I love it. I'm free today, this afternoon. Okay, we can meet at 5:30 if that works. We are planning on bringing our dog. Let's do it another time without a dog. Love you, Dad. On the way to work, and my wife calls. Answer the phone. It's my 5-year-old. Dad, what's your favorite turtle? Me, alligator snapping turtle. Son, okay. Click. Remember that annoying dude from senior year with the tricked out Civic? He's a dad now. My dad has all his kids in a GC just to say things like this. Good morning, my spams. Today is Easter and 420. You either blaze it or praise it. His daughter found out what he does for a living, so she made him wings so he would be safe. And now every time he goes to work, he wears them. My dad made himself a homemade pizza the other day and hasn't stopped talking about it since, and I just found his phone and he's made it his lock screen. When your dad yells at you because you're irresponsible while driving you to school and you wait to tell him you forgot your backpack at home. Moms and dads be like, hey kids, Stop getting carried away out there. Mom. Do not buy your dad any more toys. Dad. I got in trouble with my lightsaber. What the hell happened here? Dad. Why are your eyes red? Me. I've been snow skiing. Dad. No. You've been thinking about the fall of Gondolin again, haven't you? Me. 6-year-old me. Dad. Give me some. Dad. Who's drinking coffee? You are not ready. You are too weak. Your dad doing something awesome. You trying to imitate him. Mom. My boyfriend cheated on me. It's okay, honey. It means he's not the right one. Hello Mr. Chad. You're my daughter's ex, right? I just wanna talk. My dad likes to leave me messages in his Minecraft server. Why is this double wide? You don't have a girlfriend. When you realize afterward that you acted just like your father in a situation. Single moms. Father enjoying Father's Day. Dad when the kids wake up. Dad with the kids before bedtime. This dude is Ash's dad, or he survived Voldemort twice. Imagine finding out your dad abandoned you for 20 years to go to Hawaii and get a job making tiny cars for bugs. Dad is typing. Dad is typing. One eternity later. When a family member needs a rest stop and dad is forced to watch all the semis go by after he spent the last 2 hours working so hard to pass them. Flight attendant, is there a doctor on board? Dad, nudging me, that should have been you. Me, not now dad. Dad, not asking for a product manager to help, are they? Me, Dad, there's a medical emergency happening right now. Dad, go and see if let's have a follow-up meeting helps. I love mom more. I love dad more. I love them both equally. How I imagine my father looked as a baby. My dad giving me this Lex talk. The point is, you are alive when they start to eat you. Me looking tough for the pretty cashier. My dad paying for the Lego set. My dad passed away when I was 16 from cancer, and before he died, he prepaid flowers so I could receive them every year on my birthday. Well, this is my 21st birthday flowers and the last. Miss you so much daddy. So I'm sitting on the sofa with my son watching TV, and he hears he got a text on his phone that he left in the kitchen. So he goes to get his phone and it's a text from me. Please bring the chips and a Diet Pepsi on your way back. Who size? Large. Dad, make me coffee if you want. Me, okay. 30 minutes later. Where's my ducking coffee? Me who didn't make it because he said, if I want to. Dad's after dropping the most insane ad law known to man. Dad buys me a mechanical pencil. Me the next day in class. When guys become dads, they're sorted into one of these 4 houses like in Harry Potter. My dad waiting for his friend to pick him up so they can go get beers. Sometimes I think my husband isn't actually peeping. He's just waiting for the kids to grow up and move out. Me calling my dad a mother ducker. My dad calling me a son of a butch. My mom. Dad since forever. Looks like we are going to have to amputate. My dad has never had a cat, but loves mine. When he comes over to my house, he found a kitten crying outside a couple days ago who prefers sleeping like this. I hope he keeps it. Every time I do something stupid, my dad stares at my mom like he wants a refund. Me, I think I heard something outside. Dad, let the dog go out to check. The dog. My mom fell and hit her head last night. I texted my dad this morning asking for an update, and this is what happened. How is mom's head? I've had better. You should have replied, or thanks dad. Oh my god, my dad is an electrician at the zoo, and look how he spent his morning. I'm crying. Your dad is so small. This father got a tattoo of the last drawing of his 4-year-old daughter, who died of cancer. I love you dad. My dad just called me to tell me he's at a concrete convention called Concrete World, and when I asked what he was doing there, he said learning about concrete. A Texas dad sold off his business and built a $51 million amusement park for his disabled daughter with free admission for everyone with special needs. Morgan's Wonderland has had more than 1 million visitors since it opened, and 1/3 of its staff includes people with special needs. My dad waiting outside to pick me up. After all, why not? Why shouldn't I beep it? When I jokingly called my dad a catty for not wanting to drink heavy with me on his 61st birthday, and then he hits me with, "I only have about 20 more of these if I'm lucky. I want to remember every moment of them." 8-year-old me holding tools for my dad while learning all the no words. Mother of twins gives birth to quadruplets. My dad solving a math problem with a formula we didn't learn in school. Your tactics confuse and frighten me, sir. Dads when you ask them for education money. Me when I get up for work at 5 AM and stagger to the washroom to belch, dart, grunt, and make gagging noises while brushing my teeth. So basically you're cutting all contact between me and me dad. The internet is trying to cancel the emoji after labeling it as hostile and passive aggressive. Dad on his way to the bathroom at 5 AM to dart, grunt, and make gagging noises while he brushes his teeth. I found a kitten at the zoo. I was afraid that my parents would get mad. Today I caught my dad showing family photos to the kitten. When your dad asks what's IDK and you say I don't know. Dad, alright. Keep your secrets. Father doesn't want a two-handed sword. Family buys him a two-handed sword anyway. Father and the two-handed sword. Guys, I'm finally taller than my dad. But it was not only because I grew taller. Divorce moms telling their 7-year-old son how evil their daddies. My wife got mad at me for buying the family size pack of Oreos for just the two of us, and I was like, are we or are we not a family? Me, oh wow. Santa ate all my cookies and drank my milk. My dad at 2 AM. After all, why not? Why shouldn't I have it? Dads after you move out and quit leaving the refrigerator door open and that damn bathroom light on. Going into the bathroom after your dad be like, inhales, ice. Family unwrapping their Christmas gifts. Dad ready with a trash bag. Rick Moranis. He is a star of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He became a stay-at-home dad, primarily to take care of his 2 children after his wife passed away in 1991. Let's take a moment to appreciate the star who had his priorities straight. My parents have been married for 34 years. My mom is in the final stages of young onset dementia, diagnosed 5 years ago at 53. My dad cares for her full time. She doesn't always remember his name, but she knows she is safe with him. If that's not true love, I don't know what is. The 3 sacred roles of a father: protect, provide, prepare. Some girl just crashed into me and we both didn't know what to do, so we called our dads and we are just standing here holding our phones together so our dads can talk to each other. I lost all parental rights to my sons. Goodbye, boys. Perhaps we will meet when you are adults. California Judge Juhas gave my ex-wife authority to castrate my son, James. All contact with my boys must be supervised. I won't do that. I send letters and gifts to my sons. My ex is not required to give them to the boys. I cannot post pictures of my sons. Let my story be a cautionary one for young men. Fathers have no rights to their children. Do not enter the family law system. My mom and dad, when I'm turning 30 soon and still single, and playing video games. Pathetic. 20-year-old waitress smiles and does her job. Married dads, I still got it. When he was 14 years old, Rob Kenner's father abandoned him. After he became an adult, he launched a YouTube channel called Dad, How Do I? That teaches kids to do things that a dad would normally teach them. He has more than 18 million views. Dad doesn't want Python. Family gets Python anyway. Dad and Python. Dad wouldn't let us leave until we got this right. My dad died in a mid-air collision 41 years ago today when I was 8 weeks old. If he had ejected, his plane would have landed on the school in Lumsden. He chose not to eject. If mom can't afford to have us without dad's money, why don't they let us live with dad? 12 years old me, ha ha ha, why are you always grumpy dad? 28 years old me. Coming from a bad day at work, but you hear daddy is home. Every holiday season, my dad displays this Santa I made in elementary school. I'm 45. Love it when my dad refers me work. My mate needs a website designing. Told him £500. I sent him your number. What? How big is the website? Normal screen size. A dad definitely made this sign. Diarrhea Awareness Month starts Monday, runs till Friday. Rapper, dad was never there. His dad who worked 12-hour shift to feed him. My mom, not very smart but very social. My dad, very smart but antisocial. Me, stupid and antisocial. Oh, I have 3 kids and no money. Why can't I have no kids and 3 money? Repeat the question they don't understand louder. Help your child understand the question. Dads helping their children with homework. When you accidentally say a female friend's name in front of your dad. Me, leaving my room without switching off fan for 1.0000001 microseconds. Asian dads. Waiter, kids under 12 eat free. Dad, he's 11. Kid, actually, I'm dad. That look your dad gives you when he sees you about to do some stupid shit. My dad is afraid to fly. So when I was 5 years old, I made him a doll to hold on the plane. Mom just sent me this picture. He is packed to come visit me. The doll is 43 years old.